Yo, what's going on, guys? We back again, once again, with another episode of the Realm Breakers Reaction. Now,
Bakers.
Realm Breakers Reaction. We are back again, once again, with another Realm Breakers Reaction. I'm GTS Spiky Fox, and of course, you already know. So, before if anything, I would like to apologize for the lack of death battle stuff, even though it was only one before the one we did.
Yeah.
So, not that we didn't care about the last death battle, we just never gotten around to it because we had some other shit we had to deal with. But since we're starting to find, we're starting to find a good pace of things in regards to making these videos. So we're gonna keep bringing you guys more of these reactions. And of course, it just came out today. This video is being recorded on Sunday. The day it also came out, we got Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen versus Tomura Shigaraki from My Hero Academia. Basically, two of the baddest motherfuckers in their series.
Yeah, one guy, body horror and body just no, I want to say no, I'm not saying body horror and jiggly.
Now, I don't know who's gonna win this.
It's a toss up for me.
Because once again, anime and all the other shit, we don't know what type of Shigaraki they're going to give us. Are they going to give us feats from what happened in the manga with Shigaraki, which they probably will, because My Hero Academia is over.
Yeah, same thing.
It's over, and Jujutsu Kaisen is over too. But the problem with that is Mahito was not the main villain of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, and he did die way before the series.
He died early as fuck, bro. Mahito died early as fuck. So I don't know if y'all gonna get at the Shigaraki off a general principle, or but I mean, I don't know, because the thing about it was, if Mahito didn't try to pull that bullshit with Kenjaku, then maybe he would still be here wreaking havoc. But then again, Yuji had that motherfucker scared straight.
Yep.
So,
rabbit.
Yeah, so with that being said, of course, the original video will be in the description below if you don't want to watch our reactions. And if you do like what we do, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of our videos. We will be bringing you guys more content like this. We're going to keep this channel moving. So with that being said, let's get to this death battle. Also, if you want us to react to the death battle that we missed, which I believe was Ghost Rider versus Spawn, please let us know in the comments below, and we will definitely give you guys that video. So with that being said, let's get it.
Oh, it's time for a death battle reaction. Oh, damn.
Shigaraki versus Mahito.
The symbol of fear versus the human disaster curse.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death
battle.
Tenko Shimura was just a sweet, shy boy who loved superheroes.
But sometimes the hand of fate can't abide sweet, shy boys.
Ruthlessly beaten and abused by his hero-hating
Dad.
father, Tenko pushed
This
beyond
is true.
his emotional limits until he activated his inherent superpower, or quirk.
It wasn't
And he
something
killed that
cool like
dog.
flight or super strength. In his
He
terror,
killed
he
his sister.
accidentally killed his whole family. Well, except for dear old dad. That one was intentional.
Tenko wandered the streets alone, silently begging for someone, anyone, to help him. If only a hero was there to save him. But instead, the only open hand he found belonged to the devil.
All for one. The greatest supervillain in history.
He
Fuck
took
off,
Tenko
man.
under his wing, feeding a hatred of everyone and everything, and grooming him to one day lead his League of Villains in destroying Hero Society.
With that came a new name, Tomura Shigaraki, and an absolutely nightmarish quirk, Decay. It does what it says on the tin. Anything Shiggy touches with all 5 fingers turns to dust. The perfect power for someone who just wants to destroy. pretty menacing, if not for that dorky ass costume. I get it, hands.
Hey, that
wrist
costume
thing.
fire,
Come
man.
on. They just look so dumb and fake.
Oh, those aren't prosthetics. Those are real hands from his family that he killed, attached to his face, and explicitly commanded to be left there by his mentor so that he would never forget his rage.
Okay.
While his use of Decay started off relatively weak, it rapidly increased in power and range as Shigaraki came into his own.
Damn.
Decay isn't even limited to whatever he's touching. Anything that touches something he's decaying also decays.
Spreading like an all-consuming...
Oh, well, I hated that.
Anything
Bro gave it.
from an enormous tower to an entire city.
If Decay reaches
Damn.
you, your only hope
Ah,
is to
so-
isolate the body part that is disintegrating before it gets to something vital.
After years of training with the greatest supervillain of all time, Shigaraki was finally put in charge of his own team with one mission. He must kill his master's rival, the #1 hero,
All Might.
Only to fall flat on his face.
Freaking
Shigaraki
weirdos,
was a
freaking
terrible
weirdos
leader,
walking out that
quick-tempered,
portal.
short-sighted, and, well,
Cringe! Oh, he's just so cringe. He uses gamer lingo unironically. He whines like a baby when things don't go his way. He's the kind of guy who would say normie in real life, in front of normies.
but they say
I would.
defeat is the greatest teacher of all. Only through struggle could Shigaraki manifest his dark conviction.
Huh.
Right as All Might's new protege, Izuku Midoriya, was coming into his own as well.
These two rivals, the inheritors of their master's blood feud, would push themselves past their own limitations.
Especially when All Might and All For One double KO'd each other, leaving Shigaraki to lead the League of Villains all by himself.
And with the stakes higher than ever before, Shigaraki stepped up. He personally battled the monstrous Gigantomachia for a month and a half straight, and conquered other villain organizations to create the Paranormal Liberation Front. Thousands of new soldiers for his personal army.
All to impress All For One's personal quack, Dr. Ujiko,
Quack.
who spent months upgrading
Bruh.
Shigaraki's body to make it more like his sensei's. It might have been constant agony, but Shiggy went from Chud to Chad.
Ujiko's experimentation vastly increased Shigaraki's strength, speed, and durability, enough to match and surpass even All Might's absurd power.
Sharing All Might's power between them, Deku and Bakugo were able to punch an island-sized hole in a cloud that reached 24 miles into the sky.
That's
Awesome
not
movie, by the way.
canon,
That
though.
before to be nearly 80 million megatons of TNT, almost as much as the
I think they
meteor
basically
wiped
using
out
it just
the
to
dinosaurs.
describe All For
Shigaraki can
One.
now
I mean,
move
One
fast
For
enough
All.
that his body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even catch laser beams.
And he's tough enough to survive Star and Stripes Intercontinental Ballistic
That was
Cruise.
Bae, bro.
First of
She
all,
was-
you leave Stars and Stripes
Move
alone.
over, gigantic
Hey, Stars and
Megazord.
Stripes is
Anyway,
Bae.
it also made a
talking
blast
to you,
so
I'm
big
talking
it
about
shot
them.
against the
No, I'm
curvature
saying, I know. I'm
Though
just
he
saying.
might seem
Stars and Stripes was
invincible, when
Bae.
Shigaraki's body is pushed hard
Ah.
enough, he will evolve into a state of
I
uncontrollable
remember
power.
watching all
So
this and I was
Decay
just like,
became-
fuck this nigga.
Oh shit! More hands!
Shigaraki can spontaneously generate flesh into existence, seemingly oceans of it in an instant, whenever he wants. He can even use it as a type of armor to defend himself in close combat.
But that's nothing compared to Ujiko's greatest gift. Shigaraki wanted to be the new All For One, so what better way than the old man's quirk?
All For One's quirk, All For One, allows its user to steal and store quirks with just a touch.
Took my
And All For
boy.
One has hundreds of them stored up, collected over the years.
Each quirk is connected to a memory of its user's essence in the form of a spirit, a vestige.
Kinda like a piece of their soul. They exist in this kinda psychic world in Shigaraki's body, and can even act as a spiritual defense should it be invaded.
And with those vestiges came quirks like super fast healing, air blast, radio waves, flight, telekinesis, teleportation of others, and the ability to track foes.
He can even combine multiple quirks together, like in this big-ass electric Kamehameha.
However,
Stop
any
it.
vestige stolen or destroyed will also remove that quirk from Shigaraki's repertoire. They're also sentient, and some can even fight for control.
Which is when the second shoe finally dropped. Because Shigaraki also got All For One's vestige, that means All For One was now in possession of a shiny new body that he'd spent the last 15 years molding for him to take over.
Brazen head,
Shigaraki's
motherfucker.
entire existence was planned from the beginning. Why? Because All Might's previous mentor was Nana Shimura, Tenko's grandmother.
Oh, that to mess with All Might. That is some next level hating right there.
He manipulated Shigaraki's entire life all for one purpose.
Your
To
body.
create a soul so corrupted it would grind away at All Might's perfect world, allowing All for One to take full control.
But All for One's possession wasn't complete, and Shiggy managed to fight his way back to the top, literally decaying his way through vestiges in the process, all to fight his rival Deku one last time.
Despite Izuku's best efforts to save him, Shigaraki was too far gone.
Right.
His spirit decayed by years of venomous hatred.
And the new symbol of hope defeated the new symbol of fear, burying All for One's grudge for good.
All that Shigaraki asked was to be remembered as the heartless destroyer he was raised to be, and not the broken, angry, crying little boy he really was deep inside.
For just that one moment, though, Shiggy got in Deku the only thing he'd been denied his whole life, the one thing his lifelong nihilistic tantrum was really all about. He got a hero who tried to save him.
You right.
Damn.
All right. No, beautiful, man. Y'all
Damn,
did that shit.
man. Shit.
Oh, man, bars everywhere.
Okay. I mean, because here's the thing. I don't know. Okay, clearly, Mahito has been the reason for mainly one main person, well, two main persons' death. He was the reason for Junpei,
Yeah.
and he was the reason for why is his name not ringing the bell? Oh my God. I'm gonna get slaughtered for not remembering his name.
I don't remember him. I know who it is.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Show me a picture of him. I'm like, yeah, it's him.
Right.
Yeah.
I know who it is. Nanami.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Nanami.
Nanami.
How we forgot Nanami?
I don't know. but
We
yeah,
sorry,
like,
we sorry, ladies. We
Yeah,
know that y'all.
look,
we know that y'all work, babe.
Right. Nanami. Like he was responsible for Junpei and Nanami's death. And people thought it was gonna be Nobara, but I kept hope because I knew she was alive. I'm not playing.
Oh yeah, I did.
I'm
too.
not playing games. Okay? Like shit. Everybody like, no, Nobara's dead. She dead. I'm like, she's not fucking dead. Okay? She's not dead.
Yes, people like started to lose hope because she was just gone for so long.
Right, like, bro, I'm like, no, she's not dead.
Baby
She's
girl
fine.
was out.
Right, so like, no, she's not dead. She's probably just recovering. She's not dead. There's no way because
she came back a little crazy.
We saw what the fuck happened to Nanami. We saw what the fuck happened. We like, oh yeah, he gone. He's gone. But just a little
it wasn't
bit.
fair.
But just a little bit of Nobara got. Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, I'm sure she can recover from that. I mean, she lost an eye, but I'm sure she can recover from that. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. But
it's just that with Mahito's power, it's just like I'm about to slap a bunch of cells in your body and make it pop.
Exactly. But the thing about it is, it ain't really your
Disrespectful bastard.
But the thing about it ain't really your cells. Cause I think how they're going to explain, because when he touch you, he doesn't touch your body, he touches your soul, and he can mold it and manifest it in any way he wants.
Whatever he could turn you into a fucking monster. He could turn you into a sword. He did that to like civilians. He was slapping them and turning them into swords and shit, or he was turning them into monsters, just throwing them. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Just like just like what he did to Junpei. He turned Junpei into a monster.
Yeah.
Because of that moment. Because of that moment when when Junpei fell in fucking Yuji's arms and he was like, Sukuna, help me fix him. And Sukuna like, why the fuck would I want to do that?
Yeah.
and that was when Mahito started laughing and Sukuna started laughing and Yuji just lost it.
That shit got meme to all fucking hell.
It really did. But
when your op and your inner demon laughing at you at the same time.
That's crazy. But anyway, we finna go into one of the most hated characters in JJK. Like no bullshit. He is one of the most hated characters in JJK, clearly because he was responsible for Nanami's death.
Yeah.
like for real. All right, let's go.
Bam.
Mahito.
Ever since Cain slew his brother Abel and wetted his
Well,
fields
we
with his
getting
blood,
biblical.
man's greatest fear has been his fellow man.
Damn,
Hey,
light.
Timber.
What if this fear took
Nah,
on a
Bray.
life of its own?
What if all that negative emotion humans felt for one another spilled from their bodies and congealed,
Ugh.
forming over time a living being fueled by malice, which believes in nothing but the law of the jungle?
This is a nasty
Well, then you
episode.
have the special grade curse with the patch face,
Ah.
Mahito. Oh, I've had people tell me I've become a human disaster curse when I've had too many mojitos.
Mahito
Hey, he made it,
is
though.
one of the deadliest beings to ever
5'11". I'm taller than
He's
him.
no mere mortal, though,
Right?
but a cursed spirit. Innumerable spirits exist, weaker or stronger, depending on the amount of anxieties, jealousies, hatreds, and fears.
They like that about the
humans
boss.
feel.
What the hell?
Like the fear of locusts, kind of weak. Or the fear of smallpox, getting stronger. Or the fear of fire.
Ah.
Oh, goodbye, Tokyo.
So it follows that mankind's fear of itself would be extremely powerful. Those negative emotions manifest as Mahito, a being composed of cursed energy.
It's basically like evil ki. Cursed energy can be used to make spirits way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And it's invisible, making curses like Mahito impossible for the untrained eye to
Ah.
see. Only a life or death situation can galvanize a normal person to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed spirits virtually immune to physical damage. They may be physically present in space, but can only be harmed by attacks that embody spirit matter like cursed energy.
Which makes curses insanely hard to get rid of, like ghosts, cockroaches, or my ex. That's why you need a jujutsu sorcerer to come in and
see me?
Tarzan the shit out of them. They call it exorcism, but I like the way I said it better.
Curses and
Sorcery
sorcerers
battle,
have
so
battled each
that's
other for
Jujutsu
millennia,
Kaisen. That's
waging
dope.
an endless war over the fate of humanity.
Yeah.
Almost exclusively in Japan, though, for some reason.
But Mahito is special.
Wrong,
You see,
'cause
most
it's in
curses
America,
are
too.
basically dumb animals. But Mahito has so much cursed energy that it gave him sentience.
So he was recruited by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak havoc upon the world.
Fuck all
In
them
fact,
niggas.
They made Mahito their leader.
And even more frightening than intelligence and bloodlust, Mahito possessed philosophy.
Perhaps informed by the tragic meaninglessness of
Yep.
interhuman conflict, Mahito is an existential nihilist, believing in nothing but his own will to power. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and Mahito is the wolf.
Which also makes him kind of a goofball. If nothing matters, why not have fun with the slaughter? Really get your steps in. He loves to dig around and toy with your emotions like
Oh.
a cartoon character before
Oh.
slitting your throat.
An appropriate analogy, considering his curse technique, idle transfiguration.
Using his cursed energy, Mahito can control anyone's soul with just a touch,
See?
including his own. In fact, he's so good at manipulating his own soul that you can't even kill the bastard without directly targeting it.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, the soul and the body share an immutable connection. Whatever happens to the former affects the latter.
Sure.
This lets Mahito squash, stretch, and shape-shift his body into literally anything he wants.
You
like
already know
Play-Doh.
what that
He can
was.
turn his limbs into blades
Already
or
know
clubs,
what it is.
wings like a bird or fins like a fish, reform his body around injuries, or even create clones.
Curse users are naturally unharmed by their own ability. Should he touch a human, though,
What's going on?
his
Ah!
alterations to their
Oh my
body
God.
are instantly fatal.
And since he's attacking your soul, those physical wounds are gonna be impossible to heal.
Even if his alteration isn't directly
Oh,
fatal,
like a
the
duck.
human body won't last more than a few moments in a transfigured state.
Oh, that
Yeah.
with one touch! God, I thought herpes was bad.
His powers mean Mahito treats humans as effectively disposable dolls that he can gleefully experiment on. The more casualties, the better, especially if he gets to break your spirit first and watch you suffer.
Yeah, we just talking about
Even
that.
more twisted is when he combines two transfigured humans together for
Show
soul
some.
multiplicity. Essentially a
My
giant
nigga.
torrent of body
R.I.P.
flesh that he repels at an opponent. Yeah.
Mahito is unbelievably creative with his application of idle transfiguration, and despite being a newborn curse, consistently keeps experienced sorcerers on the back foot.
It helps that he's a quick study who's picked up a number of different curse techniques, like the Black Flash.
By applying cursed energy within 1
Jujutsu
microsecond
Kaisen's
of the impact of an
Rasengan.
enemy, space itself itself will distort, exponentially amplifying its force by a factor of 2.5.
Not only does this hurt like a mother, it restores your curse technique and gets you fully in the zone.
That got me
And
into
will
hell too.
require reflexes moving nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. It's no surprise then that Mahito also unlocked the pinnacle of sorcerer techniques, the Domain Expansion.
Oh shit! More hands! A domain is like a barrier of cursed energy, but if you're caught inside, Mahito can use idle transfiguration instantly without even needing to touch you.
It's called the self-embodiment of perfection, the ultimate expression of Mahito's absolute control over his victim's body and soul. The only time it ever failed was against the student sorcerer and Mahito's archenemy, Yuji Itadori.
Because not only was Yuji a barf-inducing goody little two-shoes who believed in the inalienable rights of all living things, blah, 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 he also had a curse inside of him.
How you doing?
The king of curses, Sukuna.
Which meant Mahito's ability affected both souls in Yuji's body. Sukuna didn't like that. No
Get your
surprise, and kicked Mahito's ass, forcing Patchface to fight with a handicap whenever facing his pink-haired menace.
Yeah, nigga, feel every,
The value of
feel
human
every
life
piece.
directly in the face of the world
Fight
that
back.
Mahito knew to be cruel and meaningless.
Wow.
So he made
Yeah, he was a-
mission
yeah,
to
he was a
crush
bastard for
Yuji's
that.
spirit before killing him, murdering his friends, defiling their
Ah!
corpses, and brutally battering him before going in for the kill.
And he's got the strength.
That was
to
a
do
hard
it.
episode to
Mahito's
watch.
one of the most powerful curses in the world, and his growth is exponential.
Fellow disaster curse Jogo was able to summon a massive meteor capable of reducing the city of Shibuya to ash.
That'd take an energy of over 800 kilotons of TNT.
And Mahito can take as much as he can get, especially when, in the throes of struggle against Yuji, he evolved, unlocking a vast.
Oh, this episode was dope. When he turned into that, bro, that was awesome.
Complete with armored exoskeleton and arm blades. This was a taste of the almighty
That boy
curse
digivolved.
Mahito was growing into. A true
Yeah.
blight on all mankind.
It wouldn't last. In a bitter battle of resolve, Yuji won out. In a dog-eat-dog world, there was now a bigger wolf.
Yeah.
So he tucked tail and ran away. What do you know? Life suddenly became a whole lot more meaningful the second it looked like it was about to end.
All that gleeful nihilism, just a bitter hypocrisy in the end.
For him, maybe, but after a battle that wiped out thousands of innocent people, Yuji's youthful spirit was gone. The only thing left that mattered was exorcising this curse.
In a
Damn.
way, that was Mahito's final victory, the destruction of another human being's soul. He may not have been around to see it, but the curse Mahito inflicted on the world would bring it to its knees.
All right.
Damn.
Okay, real quick. I want to say this while they were describing him, describing like exactly what he is. But when you think about it, Mahito sounds like a devil from Chainsaw Man.
Hmm.
Cause like that's literally how a lot of monsters and a lot of the devils in Chainsaw Man are. It's like, hey, this is the gun devil. Like he's literally the physical embodiment and fear of guns, and he's massively freaking powerful because of the amount of fear there are for guns in the world. So it's like Mahito is like a disaster. People are scared of disasters. The more people are afraid of disasters, the more powerful I am. Which is like, man, real big like Chainsaw Man vibes here. But other than that, fuck Mahito. Okay,
Oh, absolutely.
fuck him.
Yeah.
Cool ability. I wouldn't use it personally because I don't want to be fiddle faddling and turning stuff into stuff. But
I would, unfortunately.
you know, hey, I'm gonna tell you off cam what I would do. But yeah, man, it's I ain't fucking with bro. I'm fucking with Shigaraki more. He's like that ass.
So you feel like
Nah,
so do you feel like Shigaraki's gonna win this fight?
Not in that way. It's just that I liked Shigaraki more than Mahito because
The thing about Shigaraki is Shigaraki became a sympathetic villain. Like you felt sorry for him.
yeah, in the end,
You don't feel sorry for Mahito, and you never
'cause-
did.
yeah, you never did because Mahito liked what he did, bro. Was just walking around like, hey, I don't like it. He said, hey, you got a cute face. Plap, I'm gonna turn you into a big toothed duck moose thing. Like you just
He basically turns it into whatever he wants it to be.
Yeah, and then takes all their semblance of who they were away, and now they're just this
And the fact that
wiggly.
and the fact that if you use it on human, they won't live long. Just like how he tried to do the whole transfiguration of freaking Toto's arm, and he cut that bitch off so quick, and now he got that.
Yeah.
And now he got a fucking makeshift thing where he can continue doing boogie woogie.
Yeah. I forgot what it was called. It had a dumb name, but
Yeah, you right. It had a dumb name, but the fact that he can still use boogie woogie because the thing about it is that's how Toto got Yuji to win, because he was like, fuck, I ain't got no hand, so he smacked Mahito's hand.
yeah, he was smacking his hand, and he was also smacking Yuji's hands.
Right.
Which Toto just got one of the coolest fucking abilities, dog.
It's not even really the fact he has a cool ability. He utilized it to make it cool. Because we've seen characters who can do shit like that, but with the way Toto does it, he adds some flair to it.
Yeah, he's able to clap so goddamn fast. Like,
And the thing
you just hear it. You don't even see him do it.
But you also learn that he doesn't even have to clap to do it. He just does it in form of, hey, I'm about to do it.
Yeah.
Because he literally said, oh, I don't have to clap to do boogie woogie. But it's more on the lines of letting you know, hey, it's about to happen. So yeah, that's the thing. It's more on the lines of like a signal. Hey, it's happening. Hey, it's happening. Hey, it's happening.
Hey, I'm going over here now. What the fuck? Ah! But
Like,
hey, man.
like wholeheartedly, because like I said, that shit where Mahito was trying to get ready, hey, to touch fucking toes, like, I don't know what to do. Fuck it.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to Toto, man.
And goddamn him and Yuji swap places and black flash that motherfucker.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
That shit was
Man.
so good. That was so dope.
Man, shout out to Toto, man. He like him tall with big asses. Yep. That's brother right there. Whew. All right, y'all.
I hate that there was never a moment between Yuji, Toto, and Choso.
Yeah, that sucked. All right, y'all. Is y'all ready to see the squishy versus
The battle, the battle of New Gen villains.
Oh yeah,
The battle of anime New Gen villains.
yeah. And they not even one of them's a final villain, sort of, and the other one's a villain that was in the way that was mad annoying, but hella cool. But all right, y'all, we gonna get into it. Thank you so much for making it to this point in the video. We're gonna go ahead and commence
And
the
don't
battle.
forget to like, share, and subscribe once again since
Hit
you
that
made it
notification
this
bell.
far, and hit that notification bell. All right, without further ado, let's get it.
Hadouken!
Hey, do you see that join button? Yeah, that one. That's your ticket to being a Death Battle
No,
champion.
don't skip it.
As a champion,
Well,
you get all sorts of
yeah,
exclusive
go
Death Battle
ahead.
content.
We gonna get
Like
this
extra
one day.
videos, live chats, and sending us your own
I'm already
match
putting it in the air.
And the support helps us make even more Death Battle. So thank you for being a champion.
Hey man, you're welcome, man.
All right,
We try.
the buttons are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Both those games suck.
Also pause that for a minute. Death Battle, Wiz, Boomstick, and everybody at Death Battle. I just want to say thank you for allowing us to react to your stuff.
Oh hell yeah.
Like 100%. Like, thank you so much for allowing us to react to your stuff. Because although it is copyright, you still allow people to view it. So thank you very much for that. And we really appreciate you for allowing us to react to it. But anyway, yeah, let's go. No more interruptions.
Yeah. Commence the jiggling.
Oh!
Damn, I'm late. That Ray Pember. Oh shit.
It is
Ray.
That's Mahito doing all that.
Yeah. I just got new glasses. The fuck?
I'd heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us. We could use a freak of your talents.
Little old me.
Do I want to be king of the social rejects? How about I bring them your head instead?
That's the same person that did Jotaro versus Kenshiro.
Let's call this
Oh, nice.
your audition. Sickum.
Oh, no moves? Okay. Damn.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Ew. We're gonna be saying ew a lot in this fight.
I'm not.
I am. The sound effect.
Because we already know what they do.
Yeah, it's still nasty. Ooh.
Did you actually just say that? God, how lame.
Bitch, what?
Damn.
Bitch.
Audition over. Did I get the part?
I love the dialogue.
Decay.
Not the Black Flash.
Damn.
What a rush.
Ah. Oh, Digivolve?
Already?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look at it's so wiggly. Damn, Black Flash on the foot? They can do that? Yeah, come here.
That all you got? Domain expansion.
He just said it so casually.
Oh,
Ew.
I can read your soul. You're just a scared little boy whose daddy was mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem. Grow up.
Uh-oh. You in the mental.
How you doing?
Hands off my masterpiece.
That does not count as outside help. It don't count.
Uh-uh.
That's part of his kit.
You only hate humanity because you were born that way.
Oh,
Totally random. I hate them for a reason.
oh. Okay, take flight, nigga.
You grow up.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Finally.
Oh, you finally get a dub.
What did I say, Wiz? Like a bitch.
With their complex
Yes.
power sets, this match was a puzzle.
I know it ain't about that, but
which is why
still.
we're breaking it down to 3 categories: physical stats, survivability, and their powers.
But first, let's address one thing. Could Shigaraki even see
Ew.
Mahito? He's an invisible curse after all.
Cursed energy and quirks are notably different, and Shigaraki wouldn't be able to see curses normally. However,
That's a
even
Digimon.
regular humans can spontaneously develop the ability to see curses in life and death scenarios. And with the Search quirk, Shigaraki would have had no problem tracking it.
So seeing Mahito wouldn't have been an issue. With that out of the way, we can jump into their stats.
This was no contest.
Jump
Despite
in
these
this
actions being able to destroy
Jump.
entire cities with their cursed energy,
Bro, he look like, so shut up, okay? That's how he can see him. Yeah.
Hey,
He was
this is
faster
fictional.
too.
Have fun.
He could react to light beams, while Mahito's Black Flash capped out at nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. Nothing to scoff at, but Shiggy was thousands of times faster. Shigaraki takes stats.
but survivability was a little trickier to figure out.
Yep, in terms of raw durability, Shigaraki was a lot tougher, and his ability to generate new flesh meant that he could heal any wounds he might receive super easy.
However, Mahito
your
is a
pedicure is
curse
gonna
and
be
is
a
immune
lifetime
to the kind
of
of
money.
overwhelming physical damage Shigaraki could dish out. Not only that, Mahito's regenerative ability via idle transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything short of spiritual damage.
Considering Mahito's unique curse body, he should actually get the edge in survivability.
Which presents a crucial question.
Cowards.
Could Shigaraki even kill a curse like Mahito in the first place?
Or would Mahito's unkillability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with Idol Transfiguration?
It all comes down to their powers.
Shigaraki had a lot more variety with all of the crazy quirks All For One had collected over all the years, but none that we know of could properly kill a curse. That didn't mean Idol Transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things, Shigaraki's vestiges served as a spiritual shield from the effects of Idol Transfiguration. The fact that Mahito could not avoid targeting Sukuna while attacking Yuji meant that he couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
And Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like entities inside of him. Sure, each one down means he loses a quirk, but that's more than enough time to land a single hit with Decay, especially considering how
Decay
much
is huge.
faster Shiggy is.
And Mahito has no way to defend against Shigaraki's primary quirk. Decay has affected spiritual beings in the past. Again, vestiges. In fact, he was able to damage Deku's vestige and have that damage transferred to the Deku in the real
Yeah,
world.
Deku did lose his
Mahito may be
arms.
made of spirit energy, but he still has a
Bitch,
physical
bitch,
form.
bitch.
In fact, sorcerers that couldn't naturally
Oh,
target
Yuji
the
just got
soul
hands.
on even footing. No reason to think Shiggy wouldn't decay
Oh.
like everyone else.
Giving Shigaraki the third and final edge. It was a unique duel to the death, but Shigaraki's overwhelming might, unstoppable powers, and deadly decay spelled the end for the disaster curse.
Nothing else to say. You really gotta hand it to Shigaraki.
The winner is Tomura Shigaraki.
Yeah, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Next
So
time on
okay.
Death Battle.
Next. Rip and tear until it's done.
Doom guy
Is
versus
it
Master
Doom Guy versus
Subscribe
Master
and join us
Chief?
to see more Death Battle.
Doom Slayer versus Master Chief.
The man that went through hell and destroyed them all because they killed his pet rabbit.
Man.
Just something.
Okay. All right. So that was, you do not have to go back to the fight because it's not gonna show.
I was trying to find like a picture to land on.
Okay.
But,
So in regards to the death battle, this was good.
This was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, it was. You finally getting your dub.
You damn right, Chris.
Okay, so for those that do not know, every time we did a death battle, every time he would want a character to win, they never win.
Nigga, Bardock lost.
So Bardock lost, Giorno lost because you wasn't going for Joker, you went for Giorno. Kratos won against Astra.
They can be penguin over here.
Listen, man. This was dope. This was clean.
This was amazing.
Yeah. Like wholehearted. We ain't gonna we ain't gonna carry this out. But this was a good death battle and very formidable foes. I liked it.
I love the dialogue between them.
Right, and once again, the new gen villains. That's basically what this is. This is the current, and I don't give a fuck. Current Aizen versus Madara.
Whoa.
You
who's Aizen? Who's Madara?
What? It don't matter in regards. I'm talking about the villains, nigga. I told you we're not going to. I told you we're not going to drag this out. I'm not comparing them. I'm saying in regards to new gen right now. You got Mahito and Shigaraki. They're today's new gen's top villains. Currently at the moment. Unless you want to count Muzan from fucking Demon Slayer. But when it comes to Mahito and Shigaraki, those are the villains that people talk about mostly in today's generation of anime. Aizen and Madara was our generation. Tomura, Shigaraki, and Mahito is the next generation. I'm glad we're here to see it. But yeah, Tomura, Shigaraki, and Mahito is the new generation of villains. That's why I'm saying they are the new gen's Aizen and Madara. That's what I'm saying. They're the new gen's Aizen and Madara. So I really don't got much to say. But of course, if you want us to react to the last death battle that we did not react to, which is Ghost Rider versus Spawn, let us know in the comments below. And if you also want us to react to Master Chief versus Doomslayer, we don't mind doing that. Just let us know in the comments below, because who knows, it could pleasantly surprise us. Just like, and I'm gonna keep talking about it. James Bond versus John Wick.
That fight was wild. God damn.
It was wild. But of course, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of our videos. And as always, we're going to keep bringing you guys more content like this. I'm GT. That's Spiky Fox. We are the Realm Breakers. Never forget to keep breaking all the realms.
And fucking the multiverse up.
And we will catch you guys in the next one. We are out. Peace.
Put your hands on it.